Hello, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everything in it. This is the third and final episode of the story. I am really excited to get into this. So excited, in fact, that I am recording this just a few hours after I uploaded the last episode, which is 5.5 hours, by the way. Don't know if anyone bothers to watch that. But god damn it, it was such a good experience for me playing it. And me playing these visual novels, well, so far this is the first one. I will play more. But me playing these visual novels are more for an excuse for me to play more visual novels while I make visual novels, rather than people watching it. So I'm kind of double dipping. Anyway, let's get into this. The finale. So where we last left off, we have learned the true conflict, the disease, the condition that is the ticking time bomb on the city. And Ira has disappeared, so that's nice. And we got some pills that Lev gave us. What we plan to do next, I have no clue. So let's find out. Today is a good day. Isn't that a silly sentence? You hear it all the time, but no one seems to realize how dumb it sounds. I guess it's one of those common tautologies like close proximity or end result. It's not that I'm irritated by it. I actually find it rather sweet. But even so, you should remember that each day is inherently good. Even if you feel a bit under the weather, it's a good day. Even if you miss somebody really badly, it's a good day. Even if everything around you is changing in a way you fail to understand, it's a good day. The fleeting feelings of a human can't change the day's intrinsic qualities, can they? Still, I think I'm justified in saying that today, because I'm drawing a comparison, you see. Today is good, obviously, there's no other way to define it. But tomorrow will be even better. Tomorrow, from 10:30 to 11, the sun will rise. Tomorrow, at 10:30, the polar night will finally come to an end. Tomorrow at 10:30, I will be where I need to be. I can't wait. I can't wait. Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Your pitbull, then. Hey, that's spot on. The bright electric light above my head stopped blinding me. My eyes don't hurt or water. It's white. Pure artificial white, but there's no power in it. No substance to speak of. Nothing to affect me with. It is as good as non-existent. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shabina? Why is that? Dude, look at her. Be real. Bro, come on, don't say that. What, you want to be her boyfriend? Hey, Shabina, want to go out with Igor? There is nothing I can be affected with. The light? No, I'm not looking at the light. There is no light to look at. The tundra outside stretches for all eternity. But it's not like a sphere. It's like a corridor. An eternity with clearly defined margins. Funny how that's possible at all. You're just so full of contradictions. It's very cute. You know, that's good. It would be pretty selfish if you stopped doing your homework altogether, yeah? We all rely on you, you know? Yeah, you're the best. You're so smart. What would we do without you? Hear that? The people need you, Subina. We'll forgive you this time. Just don't get used to it. The tundra is an endless corridor. This city stretches its dimensions to their limit. This means the ceiling is only as low as the city allows it to be. The sky is only as tall as the city's tallest point. It's as if everything was set up for me from the start. Unlikely, but it's nice to think about it that way. A bird flies past the window again and again. I used to count, but now I've stopped. I close my eyes and feel the hard wood of the chair beneath me. I'm Asya. Asya is my name. It only took 2 days. It's been 2 days since I visited Marina's apartment. The time flew by so fast, yet each hour felt like a year. I don't know how it works. A lot of the things I've been pushing to the farthest corners of my mind have become harder to deny. Not that I have a reason to deny them. There's nothing bad about people casting shadows at irregular angles, or sounds and voices coming from the wrong direction, or branches moving the exact same way in sync, or memories replaying themselves differently each time, or me doing things I've already done but never noticing it in the moment, only after. It's alright. Everything is falling into place. The schoolyard looks okay. Still cold, still loud, with kids still shooting snowballs from the hill, though I'm not sure what they're throwing them at. The light is slightly off, it's a little too blue. Was it always this blue? It's a beautiful color. Marina and Vadim are just around the corner. They're both smoking. It's you. Marina? She doesn't talk. I see. How's your family? What a pitiful face. I unbutton my coat and pulled a small bottle out of my apron. Here. Huh? Mom refused to take it. Then force her. I can't. What about you? I don't want them. Vadim takes the medication from my hand. He dry swallows 2 pills right away. Marina? Hey. He taps her shoulder. She looks at him, dazed. See this? Okay. He takes a cigarette out of her mouth and passes it to me. I don't smoke. Just hold it. He tries to open Marina's mouth a bit wider to slip the pill in. For a moment, it seems like she won't resist. Say, ah. She shakes her head and slaps Vadim's hand away. He smiles faintly. My eyes sting. I give the cigarette back to him. I'm sorry. I hug her, and she hugs me back. I can't do this, man. I can't do this. I'm not ready. I'm gonna be so devastated by the end of this. I don't think we're fixing anything. That's why I feel such dread. It's like, I don't know how this is gonna be a happy ending. It might be a happy ending for Asya, but I just don't see the situation in Vorkuta 5 being resolved in a way that I would like. You know, if that makes sense. Her hand reaches up and pats my hair. There's nothing to that gesture. It's like she moves on autopilot. Good God, that's so fucked up. Just a small aside, I just think something like dementia. Why did I say dementia? Dementia? Frick. Dementia and Alzheimer's, just anything regarding memory loss as you get older, is one of the most horrific things that I've ever heard. And I've always said to myself, I would rather die than be a vegetable. Or I'd rather die than be a husk of myself. You know? Because what terrifies me the most about growing older is losing that humanity, that sense of individuality and decision making, and being able to remember your life. That is really scary to me. And so, this kind of thing is awful. And just seeing some of my favorite characters sort of succumb to this husk state is so fucking harrowing. Ah. No, it sucks because it's kind of real. This kind of thing isn't just fiction. This is taken from real things that happen to people. Ah. That's okay. That's okay. The television is still on. I hear its quiet murmur from the living room. It was on in the morning too. It was on yesterday. When was the last time it was off? I stand still by the glazed door. The matted glass makes it impossible to make anything out. All I can see is the bright glow of the TV framing my father's shadow. I don't want to open the door. I'm not going to open the door. But it's already half ajar. Mom isn't anywhere else in the flat. She must be in there. Yesterday she kept asking me where Dad was again and again. I didn't tell her. But her sheets were all over the floor when I came back. As if she crawled out of bed, then made her way towards the noise. Towards the living room. Mom? 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 I should come in. I should come in and talk to her. To them. My hand reaches towards the handle. The TV. What's that program? I don't think I recognize the sound of it. It seems familiar, like a regular news broadcast, but I can't understand a single word. I closed the door. I can still hear it, faintly. It's okay. My breath is a little uneven. Why? It's okay. Sunrise is tomorrow, right? Right. I'm Asia. Tomorrow is the best day of my life. Tomorrow. That's the second time we've had Asia reassure her name. Will she forget? Rule of threes? Yeah? Or something happens? I don't know. My eyes snap open. What's the hour? I turn on the lamp. Okay. I wound up my alarm clock before bed, but that turned out to be unnecessary. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep. My heart wouldn't stop beating out of my chest, and my head buzzed like crazy. What a mess. It was like that night before the school trip, too. It's really inconvenient. Oh well. I feel much calmer now. I wonder why. It's day X after all. Maybe it's a kind of acceptance. Oh my god, wait. Yeah, there's no date anymore. What's the date? Yeah, I suppose. Whatever happens, happens. It's a dim winter morning. I sit in the kitchen waiting for the tea to brew. I've already ripped the top sheet off the calendar. December 28th. Okay. Just 3 days before New Year's. 3 days. I totally forgot to get a present from my parents. There's been so much stuff going on, it really slipped my mind. Blah, I'm just making excuses. Well, not that it matters now, but... I stand up. Suddenly, I feel inclined to do something I really shouldn't. I know it's bad, but if I don't check for it now, then it'll be very sad, I think. I grab a stool and drag it out to the big wardrobe in the hallway. I found the spot by accident while looking for something a couple years ago. Up on the highest shelf behind the shoeboxes is where they hide my birthday presents. And the ones for New Year's, I assume. I've never checked the place after discovering it. Even though I was really curious sometimes, I didn't want to ruin the surprise. But this time, I see it. A colorful wrapper. For a second, I hesitate. This is it. This is my New Year's gift. It feels so wrong looking at it early, but... My hand reaches out and grabs the package. I giddily climb down from the stool. To my room. I don't want to tear the wrapping paper, so it takes a few minutes to open. Whatever is inside feels soft. No, not really. Is it... Oh, I see. It's both hard and soft. 2 whole presents. Wow. First is a hardcover journal. I peek inside. Whoa. The paper is so good quality. It even has a little introduction page for me to write my name on. Man, I really feel like writing something now. This is so cool. Huh? The first page, the one right after the introduction, it's missing. I didn't notice it at first, but upon closer look, it definitely seems like someone tore it out. But why? The other part of the present, I hold a pair of mittens in my hands. They're a soft cream color, with a neat red pattern on the cuff. I put them on. They're really warm. I pat my face with them. I stare down at the presents I've opened too early. I should write something in the journal, but I don't have the time. I can't come up with a poem this quickly, and it takes me a while to draw anything good. Not that I'm all that good at drawing in the first place. What do I do? I need to finish my tea. I need to go soon. Damn it, anything will do. I can't leave the journal blank. Mom wanted me to write in it. She wanted me to have it. She bought it. She wrapped it into pretty paper. She hoped I liked it. I like it. I really, really like it. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna write in it for as long as I can. I'm gonna write about how much I like it. And I'll write about how cool the hardcover is and how smooth the paper feels. And I'll write about how soft and pretty the mittens are. I thought she gave up knitting a long time ago. Well, maybe I just didn't notice, didn't care to ask. That's probably the case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I never talked to you as much as I should have. Have we ever talked? We have, right? I'm not sure. I'll apologize to you again and again. I'll write 2 pages of apologies. No, 3. And I'll write about how grateful I am to you. I'll thank you many times. There has to be at least as many thank yous as there are sorries. I still need to write more. That's okay, I've got more to say. I'll write down about how much I love you too. That's gonna be a lot. It's gotta be... I'll list everything that I love about you. It'll be a little difficult at first, as embarrassing as that is to admit, but I'll try. I'll really try. I love your cooking. Well, to be perfectly honest, I never liked the meals too much, but watching you cook always felt nice. And I love when you talk about something with a smile. I can't remember the last time that happened, but I know it did, and it made me happy. I love how pretty you are, especially when you put on that dress. You know, the flowery one? And I love how you asked me about my day and what I would like from the store. And I love it when you... My face is red from how hard I'm thinking. My head's starting to hurt. Why is it so hard to come up with this stuff? Isn't it wrong? Shouldn't these things come naturally? Doesn't that make me a terrible child? It's like there is this border in my mind I just can't cross. All I can reach is the most surface level observations. As if everything beyond my immediate surroundings is swallowed up by an impenetrable darkness. It's like my memories are... That's right. Of course, that would make sense. I look down at the notebook. Despite my reservations, I've managed to exhaust a good dozen pages. Skimming them now, my grammar isn't very good. It was never that bad, was it? Perhaps it's time I stop. My hand feels sore. I shake my wrist and glance up at the clock. Crap, I really need to go. But it did feel so nice to write here. This really is a wonderful present. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you. Signed. Yeah, see, I told you. Asya. Signed, Asya. Asya, you're being affected, Asya. Oh no. My name is Asya. I close the book and grab the mittens I've left on the bed. They're really lovely too. Of course I'll wear them. I gotta get dressed. The tea must be cold by now, but that's for the best. I'll just down it quickly. Then I'll brush my teeth, brush my hair, make myself look decent, and then I'll be on my way. Luckily, it doesn't take long. I slip into my Valenki and take a last look down the hallway. The door to the living room is still closed. There are no shadows on the other side. Just quiet static. I think that's okay. Goodbye, everyone. I leave my apartment. The door closes itself behind me. Wow. Asya listing the things she loves about her mom almost got me. It almost like it hit me. Yeah. Not crying yet. No. Suddenly it's like a competition. Everything is so quiet. It's still pretty early, I suppose. It's Sunday too. I went to school yesterday, which means it's Sunday. People don't get up early on the weekend, so that's why there aren't any. That's a good explanation. Even if it's wrong, even if I know why nobody's around. It's really true. The wound is closing. Soon the world will heal. The sky is a lovely muted indigo. I wish the street lamps weren't on so that I could see it a little better. The sun will have already come up by the time they're off. A pity, but there is also a lot of charm to how these streets look at this time of day, especially with all of the New Year's decorations. It's just that I seem to have grown a little tired of the dark. Don't worry, it's only a little. I like how the yellow lights contrast with the blue. I like how snowflakes flicker under burning beams. I like how snow mounds shimmer when they're just outside the rings of light. Actually, I want to get a better view. Can I really do this? I don't see why not. I look both ways, more out of habit than genuine caution. It's not like we had tons of cars driving through here before. Did we? I mean, everything's pretty close, so the cars driving past were mostly outsiders coming in and out the city. We didn't get too many of those, I believe. That's how it should have been, logically speaking. I bet that's how it was. I'm sorry, my head has been getting pretty foggy. Please bear with me. I quickly walk into the middle of the road. Asya. I'm Asya. My name is Asya. Right. The street, I've walked here all my life, but it looks so much broader now. I like this angle. It feels fresh. Walking down the road like that... No, I don't want to walk. It's childish, but my body feels like running. I've never flown in an airplane, but I've seen this on TV. They have these long tracks lined with guiding lights, just like the street ahead, with street lamps on each side. It's pretty close, right? And just like a plane, I'm going to ascend above the clouds, up to the stratosphere and beyond. This is my landing strip. I'll spread my wings, I'll rev my engine, and take off! What are you doing? Huh? Poof. I stumble and collapse into the snow. What? What? I shuffle to get back up to see the person who just spoke to me. That voice that laughed, it can't be. That's a new character. I have to do a new voice this far into the game. What kind of voice would you have? Oh, you're giving a very specific vibe. Watch where you're stepping, will ya? Uh, uh, Tasia! Oh, you're Tasia. My body moves on its own. Well there. I fling my arms around her. She laughs and spins me around. Tasia! Tasia, you're... I missed you so much! Been a while, hasn't it? I can't stop giggling. It's hard to speak at all. Tasia's laughing too. We settle down to catch our breaths. I'm so happy you're here. I really thought I'd never see you again. Right back at ya. Man, look at you now though. All grown up. You've also changed a bit. Your voice is different. Huh? Really? Yes. Whoa. That's bonkers. I didn't notice at all. You still say that? What? Bonkers? You got a problem with bonkers? I don't. I just realized this is Ira's sprite, and then the other one was Marina's sprite. The pose. Thought so. Tasia, I can't believe it. It's been 3 whole years. But it's also like no time has passed at all. She looks a little older, but her personality is just as I remembered it. So, where are you heading? Oh, I'm going to the research center. Huh? Why? I have something I need to do. It's important. Whoa, so serious. Yeah. You're not gonna tell me what it is, are you? Why? It's not really a secret. I'm going to send a message to the world. A message? Like love and peace? Kind of. Man, we meet at last and you decide to act all cryptic. Give me a break. Sorry, but you can tag along if you want. See everything for yourself. Why not just tell me? Bleh. Sure. Not like I have a choice. Yay! We walk down the empty road, chatting just like we did when we were children. I'm so happy. I just really couldn't imagine ever seeing her again. Talking to her, hearing her voice. Tasia. My memory of her seems so spotty at times, but I'm glad I was right. I remembered her right. How have you been anyways? Good. I still write and walk around. And I've met a lot of nice people. Yeah? Like who? Where do I start? First, there were the guys at school. For a while I didn't have any friends, well, after you left. But then they started talking to me. And they joke with me every day. There's this boy, Vitya? We talk with him sometimes. He, last week he bought me soda. Yeah? Then there's Maria. Maria? You call her by her full name? No, not really. It just sounded natural for some reason. She's very popular. But she still finds time to talk to me. And we hang out a lot. And she brought magazines to read with me. Oh, and we went to the cinema the other day. There was a Hollywood film showing. Wow, sounds fun. What was the name? It was it was about a star, and my mind scrambles for anything, even the vaguest memory of what the movie was. But it's like looking through the glass pane of our living room. Nothing but blurry shapes and muttering I can't decipher. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, there's been a lot on my mind. Sure looks like it. But hey, you're a real socialite now, huh? Who would have thought? Ah, no, it's nothing like that. I mean, compared to how it used to be, I'm glad to hear it, really. I I guess. Thank you. Maybe I shouldn't have come back at all. N- no, what are you saying, Tasia? Of course I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Jeez, you're so easy to tease. She ruffles my hair. Bah, you're mean. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of, the other kids aren't picking on you, are they? Picking? No, of course not. You sure? If I wanted to bully someone, you'd be top of the list. No, seriously. The boys can get a little carried away with their games, but my friend never lets it go too far. Your friend? You mean Masha? No, not her. Another girl. Her name is Ira. Oh, Ira's really cool. She's amazing. She can come across as a little unfriendly at first, and the way she talks is sort of rough, but she's a very kind person. No, the fact that Ira's the only name that hasn't been changed is crazy. Yes, my favorite characters, Vitya and Maria. And, now that I think about it, you two are pretty alike. Well, if you say so. Wait, are you saying I talk like a brute? I didn't say that. I said sort of rough. And I'm supposed to be the mean one? It's not bad though. I like that about you two. Uh-huh. Ever heard the words backhanded compliment? No, really. I'm a little jealous. I wish I could talk like that sometimes. You know... Nah, never mind. Hey, you can't do that. Spit it out. I said it's nothing. Forget about it. Come on. Tasia, please. For old time's sake. Don't make those eyes at me. Seriously, it's gonna sound bad. It's okay. You often say bad sounding things. You... Fair enough. Alright, well... It's stupid. She scratches her head and looks away. Yeah, Tasia is just as she's supposed to be. You're kind of a wuss. Can't argue with that. So, when I was away, I kept thinking, man, she's probably having a real tough time over here. Those bastards better not touch her or else... And then nothing followed. No else. Because there was nothing I could do. I was so freaking mad. But seeing you now, I'm calmer. You smile a lot more than before. Really? She nods. If those friends of yours are as great as you say they are, I guess I don't need to worry anymore. Tasia? Don't say anything. I knew it would come out lame. It's not lame at all. I mean, your worries, I really was sad when you left. I don't remember it very well, but there's this pain in my chest whenever I think back to that time. I think that for a long while, it was very hard for me. But then, little by little, I learned to be better because I realized something very important. That pain I felt when you left wouldn't go away by itself. It was my job to mend it. So, that emptiness I felt, I decided to fill it with wonderful things. Wonderful things? Anything nice would do. A tasty meal, a warm blanket, a lovely book. Nah, but I was pretty bad at it when I just started. How so? I guess I was picky, really. I kept thinking, is this good enough to qualify? There's nothing special about it. It's not beautiful enough. It's not sweet enough. There's nothing wonderful about it at all. Nonsense like that. But if I kept thinking that way, that hole inside me would never get filled. Then I would never have enough. So you lowered your standards? I wouldn't put it that way. I think I became more aware of myself. I thought about my place in the world. I thought about what really counts as wonderful. When you think wonderful, what does that word mean to you? Huh? Well, wonderful is wonderful. Something great or like extraordinarily good. Right. See, extraordinarily. And? For something to be considered extraordinary, there needs to be an ordinary thing to serve as the base of comparison, right? Yeah, I guess. That empty space, the one I wanted to fill so badly, it was still part of me. So I came to realize me, my mind, and body, those are my baselines. I am the world's measuring standard. And when I worded that thought to myself, it was like my eyes finally opened. Everything suddenly became so clear. Everything in the world, it all became worthwhile. It all became extraordinary. It became wonderful. I used to live under the impression that I had the right to judge everything by some universal quantifier. It's true, there is a median value to everything, that perfect straight line that the whole world balances around. But what I failed to realize was that this median value, this idea of average, it was so far above me, so unreachably high that the idea of me labeling anything as unremarkable became laughably brazen. I still had some trouble, but filling that emptiness became easier. So much easier. I didn't have to pick and choose anymore, so please don't worry about me anymore. To me, each day is brimming with wonderful things. So, have you filled it? That hole in your chest? I don't need to do that anymore, because you're back. I have you here now, and I have my friends too. So, I'm not in your friend category anymore? No, that's not what I meant. I'm teasing, dummy. You still take everything to heart, huh? You just don't let up. Hey, gotta make up for all the lost time. Anyways, Asya, listen. The stuff you said, Tasia's eyes. She looks like she's about to say something I'd rather not hear. Sorry, but I don't need this right now. Now, look, the complex. I run towards the entrance. Wait, for a second I hesitate. What am I going to say once I enter? They'll stare at me expectantly, and I'll probably blurt out something weird. I'll make a total fool of myself. Then No, enough. That kind of thinking, that's just the force of habit. I know none of this will happen, because... Easy there, jeez. Tasia looks over the door at the building's title plate. So, you're just gonna waltz into the place? Well, I'll give it a shot. The windows are all dark. Oh, it's open. It takes my eyes a couple seconds to get used to the darkness. The hall, I haven't been here in so long. It doesn't exactly feel familiar. You think there's a light switch somewhere here? Yeah, let's look. Found it. Whoa, new location, let's go. The room suddenly fills with light. Ow, Tasia, please give a warning next time. Oops, sorry. I blinked to adjust my vision. Right, I don't recognize this place at all. I say it's been a long while, but it's only been 3 years. Everything from that time is still so hazy. Well, where to? The top floor. So, up the staircase. Alright. How about grabbing a flashlight then? I don't want to search for switches every time we climb a floor. Sure, but where would you get it from? The janitor should have one. I suppose. The empty janitor booth by the entrance is open as well. Tasia marches in and begins shamelessly rummaging through the drawers. I skim the key rack. I'll probably need one to get to the roof, but for some reason I have this certainty that it won't be necessary. All the doors in this building are unlocked. I know this for a fact. But if you ask me why, I wouldn't have a satisfying answer. Not here. Not here. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Holy crap, check this out. She pulls out an outdated calendar. Every month has a bikini model to go along with it. That's great. It's foreign, too. Is that a Lithuanian? I'm not sure. Looks like Mr. Janitor knew how to keep himself busy. Tasia, we don't have that much time. Yeah, I hear ya. Soon enough, she fishes out a flashlight from a box under the desk. Now we're as prepared as we'll ever be. Our footsteps echo through the empty building. The first floor is still bright, but crossing into the second feels like diving into a pitch-black pool. Ugh. After a bit of fiddling, Tasia shines the flashlight into the void ahead. The beam illuminates a statue by the wall. It's thin and wiry, but the shadow cast has a rather intimidating shape. Are you scared? Me? No, I just don't like this place. I think it's interesting. There's nothing interesting about it. It's just a big old garbage bin. That's harsh. That's too soft. Honestly, I know you're kind of like that, but shouldn't you, of all people, be a tad more critical? Huh? Why? They're the reason we got split up in the first place? Doesn't that make you mad at all? I suppose, but I just don't remember it all too well. I see. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. I'm just a bit surprised, considering... well, whatever. Maybe it's for the best. Sorry. Apologize again and I'll kick you. We keep going up and up and up. It's our moment. We gotta be golden. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Impulsive thought. The sky outside the windows is starting to brighten, but it's still too dark to walk without a flashlight. I think I'd be really creeped out if Tasia weren't here with me. Then again, maybe not. There's nobody left to harm me after all. If I've made it this far, it means the universe has willed it. And if the universe has willed it, then I'm following a predetermined path. There's no point in fearing a fate that's predetermined. I shouldn't be scared. I shouldn't be worried at all. But I watch the halos slide along the stairs and walls and railings, and I keep thinking of that scene from a cartoon, a really popular cartoon I can't recall the name of. The episode when they're stuck in a dark cargo hold, and the bunny makes scary shadow puppets appear in the flashlight. It got me so spooked as a kid. Of course, I'm not afraid of things like that anymore. It's just a vague memory that keeps rattling around in my head like a coin in the washer. A little irritating, but it's not worth dwelling on. Which reminds me. I know it's probably unpleasant for you, but... Yeah? Do you remember why you had to leave? Ugh, that. You don't have to if it makes you feel bad. Pissed at what it makes me. I don't remember what they called it exactly. Some scientific mumbo-jumbo. Osmotic distortion this, osmotic distortion that. I guess the fact that I exist didn't sit well with them. What? That's terrible. Man, it just got really on my nerves. You were all up in arms about it too. I can imagine. Sorry. Seems like I couldn't do anything in the end. You did everything you could. Honestly, I'm kinda surprised they let you go after all that. What do you mean? Your ability. Huh? You know, willing things into existence. It was you! It was you the entire time! I knew it! I knew it! Hey, don't quote me on that, okay? I'm oversimplifying, and it was all pretty complicated, you know? Not like all your wishes came true or whatever, but essentially, they said you had the potential to cause big distortions. Big distortions? That's. I hold my head. Right, that does sound about right. Something like that. I've heard something like that before. 3 years ago? No, not just then. Long after, I've heard very similar words. I've known someone who said, someone who wanted to create a distortion but failed because, and they said you were one of them? Distortions? Pretty much. I think I tipped off some sort of radar. I see. That rings a bell. A bell I can just barely hear. An office. Wires? Someone talking to me in a friendly voice? It's also dark. It's impenetrable. I feel as if I'm trying to illuminate a ballroom with a matchstick. Damn it. Do you remember anything after? After you left? Yeah. Aside from the stuff you already told me. Well, I furrow my brows. After Tasia left? After she left? What happened right after she left? All I can remember is the feeling of deep despair. Geez, it's fine. You look like you're gonna pop a vein. I'm sorry, it's just really hard. I feel like I'm just about to grasp it, but it slips away. It slips into this awful feeling, like I've lost all hope. Oh, well, who cares if you don't remember the details? I'm here now, yeah? Yeah, I'm really happy about that. I got that the first time. Oh, look. That mural. I remember it. So the head of yours ain't completely empty. It's not like I forgot stuff on purpose. Can never be too sure with you. Now you're just being mean. Sorry. I approach the wall, my fingers trace the ridges of the mosaic. It's so cold. I feel like I'm repeating movements. My eyes are drawn to the large window panes just to the right. It's already... A light pink glow emanates from the far-off mountain ridge. So we don't need a flashlight anymore. Tasia plops into the yom chair, switching it off. I think I know why they let me go. Yeah? Why? Because I wasn't special. I can't tell you exactly how I know, but I think everyone is able to do it, to create these irregularities. That's so. It's just a feeling I have. My memory's spotty after all, but I figure it works like this. Distortions grow with belief. So the more people are involved, the easier they are to stabilize. Maybe some people just don't need as much outsider help to make them stick. Some even cause them unintentionally. Like you? Probably, yes. If my ability is what you say it is, but it exists in every living being. Most just don't realize it for some reason. Well then, it better stay that way. You think so? Yep. Or else you get this. She gestures around the hall. The complex. The people. The whole frickin' city. Everything just gets twisted. There are things in the world not meant for humans. Most have that mental barrier for a reason. But what about you? You probably wouldn't exist if it weren't for this. What are you talking about? Of course I would. You'd just call me by another name. Huh? I mean, I'd still be Tasia. You simply wouldn't label me as a distortion. I never call you something like that. Well, that's just a scientific term. Deny it all you want, that's how the world defines me. I don't care about that. You're a friend to me. You always will be. Sure. That's nice of you. But that's not what I'm getting at. To be frank, I don't think there's anything wrong with the whole distortion label. I just hate being grouped in with the stuff they're doing here. Huh? The distortions produced by this place are nothing like me. They're too calculated, too institutional. But I was born from a wish made in earnest. If both of us had never known these rules, what the world deems as balanced or unbalanced, I'd still exist. You'd just call me a miracle. Ew, ew, forget I put it like that, okay? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but did I ever tell you about it? About the world always rebalancing itself? I know this, but how do you... What they're doing here is a crime. Not just against the stability of the universe or whatever. I couldn't care less about that. It's an insult to everyone's hopes and prayers. Because whatever change they're trying to enact comes from a mandate, not the heart. This great distortion, irregularity, whatever you call it, it's not a sin in itself. The cynicism behind it is. Tasia sighs and reclines back into the armchair. I don't have anything to argue with. I see. I thought I've reached the very end. I didn't think I could fall any deeper in love, not at this point, and yet here I am. So it turns out that you're quite the romantic. So pure of heart, huh? Do you have a heart? Not in the traditional sense, of course, but doesn't matter. Whatever passes for a heart in you, I hope my message reaches it. The glow keeps getting brighter. I check the clock. I don't know why I pressed forward when I didn't finish reading that. I check the clock on the wall. Tasia, we have 30 minutes left. Let's go. Yes, sir. Finding the exit to the roof doesn't take long, just a separate staircase down the hallway. I press on the handle. No resistance. Guess I was correct. There's no need for keys anymore. Of course there isn't. Everything is becoming right. Everything is returning to its most natural state. All of the lock values have been reset to 0. What is the default state of a lock? It's being open. Bright. It's so bright outside. I blink a little. If this was summertime, I think I would get blinded. Little by little, my vision adjusts. I blink again, just staring straight ahead, and then I see it. There's the morning light. A pink haze sprawls over the vast horizon. It fades into the softest yellow hue, then into cyan, then into a sleepy purple shade. The darkness is now far behind, retreating back into the icy tundra. And the city? The city rests below. What was its name again? I suppose that isn't important anymore. The streetlights are already off. The roads are clean and quiet. The windows of the blocks burn pink. Everything's silent. Everything's at ease. And right above me, stretching up into the soft violet sky, is the radio tower. The snow. Huh? It's falling upwards. Oh my god, I just realized that. That is cool. What? I take a look around. Whoa, you're right! I didn't even notice. The white flakes split off from the snowy mounds and calmly float up to the heavens. How cute. Everyone's going home. I stretch my arms out. The snow coats the bottom of my mittens. By the way, you still afraid of heights? Huh? No, not really. They were never that scary. Oh yeah? How about that time at the Ferris wheel? I was 9. Well, look at you. I remembered. I remember that. You sure did. Your memory's real selective, huh? And merciless. No, I actually... A lot of things are suddenly much clearer. Yeah? Yes, they're not good things, but... I see. I see. I've used up all the matches Tasia gave me. The dark ballroom, the massive hall I couldn't hope to ever illuminate in full. Thin morning light began to creep in through the windows. The corners are still drenched in darkness, the shadows cast by the columns. Rows of splat-back chairs and drapery are still the same impenetrable black. But I can finally see around me. I see where I am. The lovely pattern on the marble floor, the beautiful exotic vases, the dozens of paintings lining the walls. There I go again. Ballroom, lavish decor, who am I kidding? The place that I struggled so hard to see was no more than a stuffy little room. The morning light shines through a concrete crack, not through an arched window. The beam falls not on marble, but onto... well, there isn't much to fall on. My own pathetic figure, writhing on the floor, crying for Tasia. The smell of gasoline inside a pitch-black body shop. A shattered window leaving painful cuts. Apologizing to everyone's parents. My dad getting fed up with my hysterics. My mother's sad, embarrassed face. It's all just so... boring. Wait, so hold on. This is the car repair shop incident. I still don't get what happened. So Tasia is an imaginary friend, right? That, if I'm getting this right, a distortion created by Asya? I'm going to go off of that. Something happened in the shop, but I suppose Tasia like left or died? I'm not sure what that is yet. Dad getting fed up with my hysterics, mother being sad and embarrassed. Yeah, clearly something didn't really happen, or at least it didn't appear to have happened, but for Asya, something really real just happened. Huh. It's all just so boring. Sorry. What for? You asked if I remembered anything from right after you went away. So, it's not even worth talking about. You already knew that, right? Yeah. You're still gonna do it? Of course. That doesn't change anything. Glad to hear that. Well then, up we go? I nod. Up we go. I hate to admit it, but looking up through the metal railings makes me a bit nervous. I grab onto the service ladder and give it a shake just to make sure. Seems very stable. Not even a rattle. That's good. I mean, of course, it should be safe. This place had to be well maintained. And relatively speaking, the climb isn't all that high. There are much taller radio towers out there. Even if I had to climb one of those, it wouldn't be a problem. I'm really not afraid of heights. I wasn't lying. I wouldn't be scared. You alright? Yes, all good. What am I doing? At this point, I have no right to hesitate. I step onto the ladder and begin the climb. Tasia follows suit. My boots aren't exactly made for this. Gotta be careful not to slip. I didn't think of it at first, but now that I'm a dozen meters above the floor of the roof, the cold in my hands is becoming harder to ignore. Even with mittens on, it's freezing to the touch. Must be the thin layer of ice wetting the wool. Oh well. Letting go isn't an option, and neither is climbing down. You holding up okay? Yes, I'm fine. You sure? You seem to be getting tired. I'm okay. Listen. We both know you're a wimp, alright? No use in playing tough. So it's chill if you just... I said I'm fine! You... So you've changed after all, haven't you? What do you mean? I'm not sure. It just feels like it. Keep looking up. Up. Only up. We're halfway there already. I can see the platform getting bigger. Looking to the side is a distraction. Looking down is punishable by firing squad. If I look down, I will be executed. No, worse. They'll send me very far away. No. No, I don't want to go far away. I don't want to look down. I don't want to meet eyes with her. You, yes? Do you have, like, a script prepared for your message? My message? Yeah. No. There's no script. So you're just gonna scream whatever pops into your head? Something like that. My message. Perhaps I should have brought a note. Not because it was ever meant to be verbose or anything. No, I wanted to make it short and to the point right from the start. At least it sounds like something I would want, knowing myself. Knowing me... The longer I go, the higher I climb, the more confused I feel. It's pretty stupid. I know sometimes I'd walk into the room looking for something but forget what I came for right away. It's just like that. Something that was so obvious to me 2 steps ago is now a mystery. So I rewind and try to carefully retrace my path. But I am already 2 steps above, and while my mind was busy trying to recover missing fragments, more slipped out. I can't afford to get distracted, so I'll get back to my point. The point I was making... Right. I don't need a script. It would be nice to have a note in retrospect, what with me being all dumb and woozy, but even now I'm not too worried about messing up the words. They don't matter that much. They're only vessels. Those are important for any message, of course, but when the emotion that overwhelms me is so strong, I'm sure that it can reach its destination no matter the form. It's strange. It seems like so much is slipping away. Slipping. But this one feeling hasn't diminished a bit. It's like every cell of my body is abuzz. And in my head, the blank spaces that won't stop forming don't remain empty for long. Because the feeling, this warm, wonderful emotion comes pouring in and fills them up to the brim. It's really, really lovely. Oof. I cover my face. It's so windy up here. I hope my scarf doesn't get caught on anything. I crawl up to the platform and immediately slouch against the tall antenna. The ache that's been numbing my arms and legs for a good portion of the climb has suddenly become very apparent. Ow. Hey, past me? Would it really be so hard to exercise once in a while? Gah! Finally! The girl crawls up behind me. At least she's high on the energy. Well, they've already lost the names. Man, is it breezy up here or what? Her eyes are glued to the view in front. What's that expression? I can't blame her though. It's breathtaking. Whoa, are you seeing this? Yeah, this is bonkers. Bonkers! You're not reacting at all. Come on, everything's so tiny. I can see so far. It's really beautiful. I'm just a little tired. Give me a minute. Woohoo! Her voice is drowned out by the howling wind. She laughs. The rising snow is viciously pelting her face, but she doesn't seem to care. She's running back and forth around the platform, giggling and screaming profanities as loud as she can. She's so happy. That makes me happy too. I stand up and swipe the snow off the back of my coat. The clumps detach and float into the sky. The sky. It feels so close. I reach my hand up and... Yeah, no. I'm not tall enough. Of course, there's the antenna right beside me. That's the peak propping up the sky. So around 5 more meters until I'd be able to make contact. I don't think I can climb it though. There's nothing to grab onto. And frankly, I'm too tired to try. Hey, I call out to the girl. What's up? Come here. It's about time. Oh, she skitters closer, still wearing a huge grin on her face. I fix the scarf around her neck. It's cold. Cover up a little. You still worry about that? Don't pout. I don't want you to catch anything, that's all. She lets out a sigh of resignation. Are you my mom or something? I could be. You never know? No way. Why not? You look too young. Maybe I'm blessed with youthful looks. Uh-huh. Where's my dad then? Dead. I poisoned him. Scary. It's rising. Huh. Light. White, blinding light emerges from the endless mountain ridge. The jagged line of the horizon catches fire. It's burning high and wide in red, orange, and pink, in the most painful shades the human eyes can see. The flames are caught by the howling wind and start to spread across the melting fields of snow. Closer and closer, closer and closer until I turn my head. The figure of the girl beside me is bathed in the violent morning rays. Her hair is the same color as the blazing hills. Her face is so familiar and warm, it makes my chest hurt. Your name. What's your name? She turns. I feel as if my body, my entire world has reached a boiling point. Your name? Who are you? Oh, sorry, I'm not sure. And you are? I see. That's okay. Okay? It's alright if you don't remember. It's probably not important. You really think so? Yes. Because I feel like I've known you for a very long time. Me too! That's wonderful! Then there's nothing to worry about, right? I guess. I guess so. It's just that, What's wrong? I feel like I had something very important to do. A message. I think I was supposed to send a message. Message? Like a transmission? Probably, yeah, since we're on top of a radio tower. Yeah, that makes sense. What's the transmission? I don't know, but I can sense it. There's this feeling I need to get through no matter what. Oh, okay, that's good. And who are you sending the message to? It's for... I look around. The endless tundra wraps around the globe. The western front looks cold and dark, but soon the fire will spread over the surface of the earth and fill the sky. The little town below is already engulfed. The metal tower is red from the heat, like a blade ready to be laid against an anvil. Little by little, everything burns up. In a few moments, the entire planet will combust. The sun keeps rising. The day's breaking on the searing peaks. The girl I know is smiling at me. This girl I know. This girl... How many times have I seen her face? How many times has she seen mine? I can't say. I really can't remember. But I know her better than any other person on planet Earth. And I think she knows me better than anyone too. I know her eyes have seen me at my worst, and I can only hope they've seen me at my best. Is my best enough to outweigh my worst? I wish I knew. But she's still here with me. Even after witnessing my lowest, most embarrassing, most disgusting moment, she's still giving me such an earnest smile. The person closest to me. The person standing in the ring of fire. My best friend in the whole entire world. Is something wrong? No, not at all. I shake my head. Who is my message for? There's only one reasonable answer. I have something to tell you. What? That's right. I have a transmission for you. So get your receivers ready. Me? Yep. Alright, transmission starting in 3, 2, wait, I mean, okay. I'm listening. I'm on the line. 1. See, I don't even know if I was reading that right, because girl seemed to react to the expressions that Asia made, and me was the one that had the transmission. So in a way, is Tasia and Asia the same? December 28th, 1986. The polar night over all districts of Vorkuta, including the towns of Vorgashor, Komsomolsky, Mulda, Oktyabrski, Promyshleny, Yeletsky, Severny, Zapolyarny, and the closed city of Vorkuta 5 has officially ended. A complete failure to establish contact with Vorkuta 5 via landline, radio, or telegraph was registered by municipal authorities in Vorkuta during the late morning hours. At 11 o'clock Moscow Standard Time, a KGB investigative unit accompanied by a military escort confirmed arrival at the designated location. No personnel were present at any of the city's checkpoint gates. Over the subsequent hours, the deployed unit conducted a comprehensive survey of the area and was unable to identify any trace of human or animal presence. All residential and administrative buildings were found unsecured, with no evidence of forced entry, disorder, or signs indicative of panic or evacuation. Additional military detachments were deployed to secure the perimeter and conduct further inspection. A contingent of government officials and a technical commission was dispatched to retrieve confidential documentation and sensitive materials from the local research complex. All documents related to classified work on structural dynamics have since been transferred to the USSR State Archive. A continuous radio transmission originating from the town's communication tower was located and disabled. The intent of the transmission remains undetermined. While the broadcast could be interpreted as a malicious hijacking, the surrounding circumstances prohibit such a conclusion at this time. Public disclosure of the event has been withheld. Close relatives of missing Vorkuta 5 residents have been issued monetary compensation in the amount of 200 rubles per case. Addendum. Unverified civilian reports indicate that the aforementioned transmission continues to be intermittently received across various locations in the Komi Republic, despite full shutdown of city infrastructure. The signal is most clearly detected between 10:30 and 11 o'clock Moscow Standard Time. The transmission consists of a repeated phrase in Morse code, the content of which remains under review. Beta says, no. I don't know how to read Morse. What is this? I was gonna think it was like, I love the world and everything in it. I don't think it is. Okay. E, and then pause. Y. Come on, you're so freaking slow. Damn it, give me a sec. Oh, should've just done it myself. Would've been faster, I bet. What? You know it's true. What? Oh, well is this a joke or, because if you really... The message, idiot. That's what it says. Oh. Huh, you serious? Yes, look. Oh. Real funny. I love you, I love you, I love you. I hate this game so much. I hate you so much! I hate you so much! I hate you! Why would you do that to me? God damn it. Fuck. Fuck. God. Fuck, man. Thank you for making such a beautiful piece of art, but also fuck you. Ugh. Is the title screen gonna change? I don't notice anything new about it. Guys, what the fuck? Just like that. That's it. Wow, I fucking hate. You know what I hate? You know what I hate so much? Do you know what I hate? Everything. It's just. That's it. That's it. We don't get a conclusion to anyone's story except for Asia's. And even then, would you say it's a real like conclusion in a sense of satisfying us as a viewer? I just everyone fucking disappeared. Including Tazia and Asia. The entire city of Vorkuta 5 disappeared. And the only thing that was left was a radio transmission saying I love you repeatedly. And it was a transmission to herself, or at least it was between me and girl, right? The transmission is for you, and then the transmission is I love you. If we go by the theory that Tazia and Asia are two parts of a whole, I love you is a loving of yourself. Good God, this thing, oh my God, the philosophical tag on Steam is true. This is a story that forces you to think about it. Because it ends in such a narratively unsatisfying way, you have to comb through the rest, go back and you're like, okay, what was the game trying to tell me? What is the story trying to tell me over and over again? Because at the end of it all, what came of it? Ira's story is sad. Ira and Asia have a small, fun little friendship going on. Suddenly she disappears. That's the whole inciting incident of the game, of the story. And then a lot of conflict happens surrounding the idea of finding Ira. Other characters get involved. And at the end, we find Ira. She sees Asia and then disappears. And that's the last we've heard of her. Marina? Yeah, she was just deteriorating overall. Just trying to fake her emotions to be sociable up to the very end until she couldn't anymore. Gave a hug back to ASEAN, smoking with Garen right there. And that's the last we saw of her. Garen himself as well. Situation with family ain't good. He was a bully. He did some shit things to Asia. But he's not nearly as bad as being with his friends. And that's how that became of him. Just, that's it. everything just didn't matter in the end. Oh my god, you're right. It feels like nothing mattered. But that's the thing, though. That's the condition. It was... everything was being reset, being put back in its place. The universe was correcting itself. And so the people losing their minds were basically seeing the... how do I say it? The pointlessness of it all. Like, just crushing nihilism, basically. The condition is crushing nihilism until it strips them of their humanity. Asia was the most resilient one of them all, but because she's too kind. She just kept deluding herself over and over again, forgiving the world. If that's even the right thing to say. But just being so accepting of things that come her way. As Tazia said, you just have really low standards. But that's exactly why she was able to accept everything that happened. And in the end, that hope and that... not to say whimsy, that's not the right term. Love, I guess. That love for the world ended up being a weapon against that crushing nihilism. But in the end, it still didn't matter anyway, because Asia still didn't make it out. I mean, there have been a lot of hints that Tazia dropped about Asia being the one that is causing this, willing something into the world, but then again, it's not really her, right? It is the research complex. The research complex has been abusing this phenomenon, when in reality, it should have just been observed. You know, it's this whole thing of, like I brought up in the last episode, a taboo. The things that humans aren't meant to see. We're meant to experience it, yeah, but not to play with it, mess with it, you know? And so Vorkuta 5 paid the price, and everything was just reset. Nobody here existed. Well, it's not that nobody here existed, because, as the epilogue was saying, it was the people who had relatives here, or like who were related here, they still remembered the people that disappeared. They just disappeared. It wasn't that reality was rewritten, history was rewritten, that they never existed. No. They just vanished. And that's how it is. All of the people in this that got infected with this condition, well, infected isn't even the right word, that got afflicted with this condition, is a sort of sacrifice in the correction of the universe. And in the end, is the world as sentient as Asia had imagined it to be? Is the universe the big corrective factor here? Like I said, this is very cosmic horror, because we follow the perspective of someone pretty unconventional. In any other protagonist, we may have seen more of the horror elements of this. But because Asia is just such a unique person who just sees the best in everything, to a fault, 100%, but she does see the best in everything. It captures a unique perspective on a horrifying incident. An unsettlingly cosmic horror-y incident of the town vanishing because the timeline corrected itself. Like, what the fuck does that even... That's awful. People become husks of themselves because they're overloaded with knowledge that they're not supposed to have, and then they vanish. That's it. That's terrifying. But it almost never feels too bad, because we're always in the perspective of Asia and her overwhelming love. That's what makes this story in games so interesting. Asia as a character is a wimp, but also because she's a wimp, it offered a unique perspective on this concept. Even though this concept itself is solid enough to stand on its own. Like the whole concept of this is fantastic. It's wonderful, as you would say, but I don't know. It's told in such an interesting way. The creator of this had a really active imagination, let's just say. I really, really want to know what inspired them to do this. What inspired them to make this game the way it is? What did you intend for us to experience, to feel, to think about? I can only make educated guesses, just as a person who's played this. But I think the feeling of nothing mattered is intentional, because that's literally what the text of the game has been telling you the entire time. The story just went one way and then it just didn't anymore. Things just ended abruptly. And that's the point. But man, does it fill you with a sense of emptiness. I thought that once I play episode 3, I'd get answers. That I'd get answers that will reframe how I look at the rest of the game when I replay it, or when I watch other people play it. Because I will definitely watch people play this. But when I get to the end of this, I'm left here thinking, I got some answers, but they weren't answers that I liked. And if I were to go back to the beginning of this, I'd feel sad. Because that's all it ever was. It was a bunch of people living their lives, paying the price for something that they may not have necessarily done. And then it all just ends as dawn breaks. Everyone softly fades. And all of the stories and the lives and the relationships that they had are fleeting from the perspective of everyone else outside of Rakuta 5. But for everyone who was here till the very end, all of it was eternal. Their stories, their memories, their relationships, their personalities, their history, their culture, their experiences, their feelings, they're all eternal now. But nobody will know about it. Nobody will know about them. Not that they're here to remember it, but they are etched somewhere in the universe. Perhaps not physically, because people vanish without a trace here. But somehow, in the grand scheme of the universe, imagine drawing a line throughout the universe, right? That those people and everything that they represented were bumps in that line. They were deviations. But it all just sort of goes back to being a straight line once the line is long enough. I guess what I said about crushing nihilism earlier, I think that is correct. That concept is nihilism, that nothing matters. In the grand scheme of things, the universe will just go on without you. Our history on Earth is a speck. We have changed the Earth so much since our history of being on it. But the longer the line goes, eventually we will go extinct. Most likely due to our own infighting. Or if we somehow make it, then the sun's gonna blow up. Either way, time will be up, and everything will just go back to being how it was, without us. It's kind of like how COVID was, when people had to stay indoors so much that nature outside was healing. Animals started coming into places they couldn't have gone into because people weren't there anymore. And the environment, it was healing as well, without humans being there to pollute it. It gives me that feeling of, humans being on this earth and marking so much of its history, distorting so much. And we feel like we'll be forever. But there's a sense of peace that comes with the idea that we'll one day leave and things go back to how it is, how it was. There's a sense of comfort in the idea of a natural site, a natural environment, a natural state of things. We feel at ease when we think that something is a natural state. Status quo, In society, status quo, in the grand scheme of the universe, some sort of natural state, environment, But the point isn't to make us feel bad that we don't matter. This game isn't trying to tell us that we should feel scared that nothing matters. It's kind of the opposite. Because nothing matters, we should love harder than ever. Love matters. Love for everything this world has to offer. Love for each other. Love for humans. Love for our history, our culture. Love our progress. Love the universe and everything we can observe. Love everything. Love the world and everything in it. Because what else can you do against crushing nihilism? It's overwhelming love. A love so strong that it can transmit a signal that goes beyond you and your life. Good vibes, In the end, we never find out what Z.A.T.O means. It's an acronym. If you guys know in the comments down below, do tell me. I mean, by this point, I'm done with the game, so if you have any interpretations that you see online or your own interpretations and you want to pitch in, feel free to discuss. I would certainly love to hear more context about this and what people think the game means and what the ending means too. And what the message of this game was. What this game is the radio transmission from Fairy to us. Yeah, those are my thoughts about the game. I really like this. I really like it. But I also need some time to think about it. I need to sit with this. But my verdict is that I really like it. I think this is a very well done game. very well. I mean, is it even a game? Like, is a linear visual novel a game? This story, this video book, yeah. It's tagged under psychological horror as well, but it's not that psychological horror. It has elements of it, but not really, because again, Asia is just too overwhelmingly positive for us to really feel dread all the time. It's more like an encroaching emptiness. Yeah, I don't know. all right. I'll get off my philosopher talk. Really, what do I know? I'm just a person, too ignorant for the world. Yeah. I hope you love the world and everything in it too. I'll see you in, I guess, the next visual novel that we'll play, whatever it is. Bye. Wait. Before that, I realized that there's a sketchbook section here. Let me see. Let's take a look at this. Thank you for reading Z.A.T.O. This is a small collection of the sketches I've made over the course of its development. Careful, they're a bit bright. So we got Asia Shibina, 14 years old here. Ira Grachevskaya, 15. Marina Kaplan, 15. My beloved. We got Vadim Garin and Lev Kaplan. Got a cute scene of them eating here at the cafe. Oh, we did have this scene. It's nice. Got Marina here. This is this might be a thumbnail for a CG. I think all of these kind of look like thumbnails for CGs. Ooh, yeah, okay, so we got the uniform version and we got the outside version. Same here. Same here. Was this always this color, the scarf? I don't remember that. More period accurate, Vadim. Okay. Epic win, free soda. What is this? Wow, the prank. Oh, that moment, the crash out moment. This is cool. This is a cool visual with the text overlaying here and the blurred out thing. It's cool. Binoculars. Okay, that moment. Nice. Is that's Tesla, right? Oh, this is, oh, okay, this was that. Okay, Tesla, the alien, and the meteor. Oh, that's so cute. Since when are grades a mark of intellect? That's such an outdated idea. Are your grades actually okay? So these are like the, some little idea sketches for scenes. And then these became those scenes. Her staring at the mirror. Kia and Ira. Marina. Her being pissed. On the stability of closed systems. His name is Roosevelt. Oh my god, the teddy has a name. It's Roosevelt! Oh, we learned it. Ah, so Dempa. Oh, Marina with the kettle. Oh, I just want to hug her. You got Lev. I think he also needs a hug, to be honest. Oh my god, pencil. Oh hell, that is scary. Ah, this CG made it in. This one made it in. Looks very similar. Oh my god, swiping at him. It's like, what the fuck? Throwing the chair? Deserved. And then these are sketches of the sprite, of the little portrait. I wonder if there was a reason why the angle was chosen to be tilted, like kind of a Dutch angle. I don't know if that means anything or if it was just an artistic choice. Angry. This is the CG at the end. That's Tasia. I don't know what these things in the back are. What is this? Uniform. Almost looks like a maid outfit. It's interesting that the uniforms are aprons. Is that period accurate? I don't know. Come on, you'll like it. I don't care. Piss off already. No, I'm telling you. Let's go. Oh, dragging her to the cafe. How's it taste? Oh, that's so cute. And then we got some kind of like not low, like whatever the low polygon equivalent is to sketches. Could you believe this? This is so funny. Got some nice sketches here. Unfinished, definitely. Look at some of these bottom things. Future plans? Who gives a crap? So cool. Future. Oh, of course. I'll become an actress and find myself a rich American husband. Oh, that's pretty smart. Do you know English? I don't think she does. We need to have a full Russian dub of this game. We need to make it happen. Why do you almost look like Gigi Murin right now? The pigtails are really giving that. Spiky pigtails. I'm gonna write a book and maybe people will like it. I'll read it. My hubby will sponsor you, your American husband. Yeah. Obligatory gender band. Oh shit. Vasya. Igor. Murat. Vera. And Lena. Floral hairpin. Oh, this is awesome. That was nice. Oh, that was really nice. I'm sorry, talking about distortions, this is just giving Carmen so bad. Okay, anyway. That's it. That's my addendum. That's my addendum. Okay, really, bye-bye now.